I am darker on camera than I actually am. But hey everybody, you know who it is. It's Gigi the Furry. I have hand sanitizer and no lighter. So that's only solution is to drink it. Just kidding. Don't drink hand sanitizer, kids. You will die. I'm actually just here sanitize my hands. Oh yeah, it's good. You ready? You want to hit this stuff? Oh god. My day. You know what? YouTubers always do story time, so this is the first ever story time. Go boy. This is my first ever story time that won't be depressing. Ish. Let's let's talk about my Richard Allen years. My memory may be hazy, but I remember my friend whose name I'm not gonna say. Let's just call him Jay. Um, he told me this very hilarious story. I wish I could animate it, but at the same time not because just hear it, okay? So this story goes like this. One day he was at a party. This is from what I can remember. One day he was at a party and one of his friends walked up to him. And since he was kind of dumb, he didn't know what he gave his friend. Jay, his friend, gave him some, I don't know what, but let's just say the next day the motherfucker was tripping. Because when he went home, he went to bed, he woke up, and this is all too stupid to make up. So I kind of believe him. He said he was tripping crap. And when I say tripping crap, he went to his bathroom. You know how in TV shows they wash off his face? He did that, and whatever, his stomach felt horrible. So he wiped off his face, looked up in the mirror, and seen a giant freaking turd, a talking turd. He said, "Hey." He freaked out and ran out the bathroom, and everything was rainbow, so he didn't know what to do. He just darted down the stairs so fast that he like tripped and fell down on his back the last few stairs. And fell back the last few stairs. And that's not the messed up part. The messed up part is the talking turd came out of the mirror and was watching him like fall down the stairs. And the giant talking turd um like fell down the stairs too. But when it like he didn't move, he was petrified with fear. And so when a giant turd landed on him, he didn't feel anything, it just disappeared. And he said, "God dang, what did I take?" He didn't know what was happening. I don't know what he took. This is I At the time we were young, so this is all too retarded to make up. And yes, I said retarded. Retarded. So yeah, so this is all too retarded to make up. I believe him. So then then he walked into he walked into the kitchen where his mom was like cooking breakfast, I think. And he, I don't know what he took, but for some reason his mom was a giant eyeball. Like it was still talking in her normal voice, but her mom was a giant eyeball, and and how do I say this? His dad was how do I say this? A giant male reproductive organ. Oh God, I am too smart for my own good. But yeah, his mom was a giant. His dad was a giant reproductive organ. His mom was an eyeball, and for some reason, they had leftover spaghetti that morning. So she was like getting that all cooked up, and it's he didn't say anything or mention it. He just sat there and acted normal, even though everything was rainbows. His mom was an eyeball. His dad was a reproductive organ. Um, it was freaking weird. He, and so as soon as his mom put the like plate down of spaghetti, it was spaghetti and eyeballs. He thought that was the grossest thing ever, but yet he still ate it despite the fact that he was hallucinating, seeing it as spaghetti and eyeballs. So hours later, he's still hallucinating. He's just in his room, probably stoned out of his mind, just on his bed. What the F happened to me last night? Am I still me? He was freaking out. And he didn't even tell his mom or dad that he was going to a party. So they just think he was at the park or something. I don't remember the full story. So his dad came back into the room. Yes, he was still the reproductive organ, and everything was still rainbow-ish. He went downstairs and started playing a game of catch with his dad in the front yard. So Jay and his dad were playing catch with I think a freaking, what's it called? A kiwi. The baseball was like a kiwi. Oh my God, this is all too retarded to make up. I swear, this is the story that he told to me. And so, a kiwi, it felt weird in his hand, and he didn't care. He just wanted to get this nightmare over with. So he's throwing the ball back and forth, and that's not even the stranger part. The strange part is every time he threw the ball at his dad, like, okay, this my thumbs are the shaft, and you know what these two are. Here's how the hey.
You gonna make videos?
Mm-hmm. Where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the shaft. The tip of my thumbs is obviously the tip. So every time he threw a baseball or the freaking, what's it called, kiwi, it would do this. Here, just, and then to throw it back, who knows what happened that day at that party. All I know is I would not have what he's having. So after all that went on, he finally laid down for bed. He was still hallucinating, and you know how some people have weed dreams, like you get high and then you dream up something weird. He dreamt that he was still awoke, basically, in that weird reality. And so the next day when he woke up, he was throwing up everywhere. He couldn't explain it, what happened or anything. He just was throwing up. He never told his parents, and they never found out. So all is good. He's still alive. I think we haven't talked to each other in a couple of years, but I'm pretty sure he's alright. So yeah, that's my little slice of life. He told me this entire story, and to this day, I remember it like it's one of the best stories I've ever listened to. Yeah. So yeah, that's my story time. No depression. Well, that's it for now, internet. That's it for now. And tonight, I'll click you. Goodbye.